It's LeSean McCoy of the Philadelphia Eagles, and here with Class Act Sports.
Class Act Sports, welcome. Philadelphia Eagles, LeSean McCoy. What's up, man?
How you doing? What's going on?
You're doing good, man. We're at your first annual, bowling event, to benefit your ALS organization. Talk a little bit about that and what it means to you.
Well, it means so much to me. My family. My grandmother was diagnosed with it, ALS, and we kind of decided on what could we do, kind of show everybody out there that probably have the same disease or families going through the same thing we're going through. And also, what would my grandmother want? So we decided, why not, give back to that cause, So that's why today we're out here, having a bowling, my first annual, actually bowling event, going towards ALS. And it's been a big thing for us, and my family, man, has been fighting this disease because of my grandmother. It wasn't just her, it was all of us fighting as one family, so.
Why bowling? I mean, I see that you're a pretty good bowler.
Right.
But why did you choose bowling to have your event?
Well, on a team, I'm probably the best bowler, so I figured why not, have an event that I'm probably the best at.
Well, let's talk about football a little bit. We're in the midst of this lockout.
Right.
I never experienced in my days of playing. How are you handling this right now? Not being able to go to the facilities. How are you handling it, working out and staying busy?
Well, it's tough. It's been tough. I'm so dedicated, I think, just to going in, training in the facility, seeing the coaches, going over little things. Brian has got me geared like that. But it's been so tough lately that you can't go in there when you want, so you got to do a lot of things on your own. Besides working out your own, waking up, training on your own. Yeah. And the biggest thing I think is just missing my teammates. I miss some guys a lot. You take it for granted. Being in the locker room with them and joking around and just working out with them. Now we can't do that. You kind of feel it, so I'll make sure next time, I won't take it for granted.
Right. Well, you mentioned Brian Westbrook. Talk a little bit about him. You kind of replaced him a little bit, but I know he was a mentor to you. Talk about what Brian meant to you and how he helped you get to this point where you're at now.
Brian's been excellent, man. Actually coming away here, I was talking to him. We always chat all the time, and he's never stopped, coaching me. He's never stopped teaching me. The biggest thing with him is he's a big brother. From when I got into the NFL, knowing that, I'm the guy that kind of get his job, and for him to, to coach me up, to help me out, playing or not playing, it's big. I think it's done for a kid not to take the full advantage of having a guy like Brian Westbrook around. It's so much I can say about Brian in so many ways. He's just a great guy.
Okay. You're in your third year. He's a great running back. You're a dual threat. You catch the ball out of the backfield. What do you pride yourself most of doing? Catching the ball or running the ball?
Neither of them things. My biggest thing is just I don't want coach to never say that something I can't do. So I feel like, I want to be able to run, catch, block. I don't want to lead the field. I don't want to be a reason why we need to pick another player up to do this job. Because a lot of teams, they do that. They have a couple backs to do different things. I feel like.
Every down back.
Yeah. If we got to throw the ball, we're down by 30, we got to throw the ball. I want to be part of that. Right. If we're going to run the ball, put a team out the game, I want to do that. So I don't want to lead the field. I think hanging around Brian for that whole year, he's kind of installed it in me a little bit.
You're going into your second year of playing your fourth season with Michael Vick. Talk about the job Michael Vick and what he meant to the Philadelphia Eagles to this point.
The way Mike plays, that's the type of attitude he has. He's a very cool guy, but each and every day he gives his all, and you guys can see that, the way he plays his talent, and he's excellent. I think he's changed not only the offense but the team. When you see a guy out there, fighting that hard, sometimes by himself, it motivates you. It brings the other side of you, that just you didn't think you had. So I'm blessed to play with a guy like that.
What do you feel like you need to do to put yourself as an elite running back in this league?
It's making a big difference, during games. I think that's something that Michael has that separates him from a lot of different players and a lot of quarterbacks. So that's kind of the next step, is be that difference changer, in the game, just to make a difference.
We're here with LeSean McCoy. Before we wrap things up, man, let's talk about the NFC East. You're in the, you got the Giants, you got the Cowboys, you got the Redskins. What do you feel like you guys need to do to really catapult you guys, your teammates and your team, to the top of that division this year?
Well, each year it's always some different changes. Just how last year, the changes we had, with a lot of our veteran players. So each year is different changes. So I'm waiting to see how everything unfolds with our team. Once the lockout's over, we can kind of see the different steps we need to take, different moves we need to make for us, to get our team right. But just on our end, just keep playing ball. We're a young group, man.
A lot of talent.
Tons of talent, So just gotta keep playing, man. We'll be all right.
Well, tomorrow, we're gonna be at your kids' Day with your basketball event. Talk a little bit about that and what that entails.
It was tons of fun. I think the reason why I picked to have a big community day, just for all the little kids out there, man, that doesn't really have an opportunity to do the things of meeting NFL players, having them dreams to actually to become a NFL or NBA star or something like that. And just let them know that I'm in the NFL and we're from the same area, and I want to give you opportunity. Just come out and do fun things. Be a kid. Right. Nowadays, kids can go out and just have fun and run around. So just trying to give them something to do, something positive.
Well, we appreciate you joining us here at Class X Sports, man. We're looking forward to following you and hopefully, sitting down with you again.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
This is Victor Green, and you're watching Class X Sports.